Alright, time to get into the meat and potatoes of this! Let's play. The cross-examination. Good. Alright, I admit I was there. Alright, I believe that. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find the body. Alright. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Hold it. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which is it? Do you know him or not? Achoo! 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 Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me? Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Yes, that would be, the defendant's lover, Miss Delilah Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Young love. So bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to the British stuck-up wannabe, or stuck-up British wannabe, either one. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that this victim was stuck-up British wannabe? That's you. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear! Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. What? Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? The Union Jack is the name of the flag of England. Oh, I see. So you mean like stripes and stars, right? As usual, stars and stripes. It's the exact same thing. I'm not American. I'm sorry. As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Wow, I cannot read at all today. Isn't there something strange about this just now? Mia? There's a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg? Quickly now. Show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia. Check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? I think I can handle it myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some proof. Okay, Mia. One more time, from the beginning of this testimony. I know I wasn't there, but I'm not a killer. I hardly knew the guy. I never even talked to him about this British wannabe. He was always walking around with a Union Jack on his shirt. His shirt, eh? Let me just check this. Aha! There's no Union Jack. No. Yes. Objection. And you certainly saw the Union Jack. Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there, on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point of line in questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of a t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea that he was wearing an God damn it. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Oh, sad Phoenix is sad. Please forgive me. Ah! Meh, you made our client cry. Let him. That P on his. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. Oh my god, I cannot read. Oh, Jesus. After this case, I'm gonna try again on a later date when I can read. Anyway. I'm Wario now. That was yeah. Oh my god! That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not stumble upon the crime scene. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine right with you now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's that? In the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X. Objection. Yes, but even I've got a bottle in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it. What? Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow happened to pick up the medicine bottle dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been identified his killer as Mr. Phoenix Wright. Boom, boom, boom. Order in the court. Your Honor, I like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Yeah. Oh, and a bottle too. Ooh, fancy. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased function when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. Oh, my poor hemorrhoids. Oh, Grossberg, you're gross. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in a pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We walked for a bit, and then, at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies. What really happened? Cross-examination. Alright. The truth is, I went because he called me. Did he? Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me that he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is my, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Oh. What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Delilah Delilah Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Phoenix Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Using the pharmacal... Wait a minute. 2 o'clock. You had a wristwatch on. Oh, like, I can't even tell that time. This is his left hand, so... I'm literally, like, sticking out my left hand and seeing, like, what time that would be. That'd be... Well, no, because clocks are upside down. So it'd be... If the clock was upside down, then that would be just after 3 o'clock. Alright. I'm still questioning on him, but... Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we both were there at that time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. I don't know anything. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him some more detail. Ask him about the timing, ask him about the timing. So you're absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yep, pretty sure. That's the time the class ends anyway. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacologist guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway. Witness, let's go on with the testimony. We talked for a bit, and then we split up at 3 o'clock. Then later, I went back, and I found him lying there. So, you say you went back? Yeah. That's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry at him? Weren't you angry at him? Well, that's right, I was. Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Achoo, achoo! Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else notice that you were taking cold killer medicine? Damn it. Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all of my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle around lunchtime. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Well, Mia? I don't know. I can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what you'd say a natural-born liar, you know. But still, you can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I know. Well, what can I do? Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. Information. Right now, it's information we need more than anything else. Alright. There's gotta be something here. He's in the pharmaceutical business. We talked for a bit, and then I don't think we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. Alright, what is this? I never even looked at this. Fan clutch covered in Mr. Wright's fingerprints. The victim stopped at the time of death. I'm just shooting in the dark here. Oh, I already know I got it wrong because the music's still playing. What do you think of the witness statement? I don't really see any problems with it. Actually, I don't either. Well, then, what make a fuss about it? Think before you speak, young lady. Looks like you missed that one on the mark, Mia. What? We split up, and then later I went back and found him lying there. I'm doing awfully right now. Shooting in the dark. Oh, I got that wrong too. You can tell you got it wrong if the music keeps playing instead of, oh, I don't even want to read this. However, your evidence doesn't show whatever contradiction you think you see. Objection overruled. Try to think over it again. Well, there goes a few points with the judge. Then later I went back and find mine. I didn't. I've been telling you for 2 years now. I lost my mom. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the incident. Alright. Victim's photo when he's dead. He has it right there in his hands. Found clutching the victim's hands covered in Mr. Red's fingerprints. You mean this bottle? Nah, Oh, I'm so good at these games. In what way? I'm not sure I understand. Actually, I don't quite get it either. Well, make sure you do before you speak of it again. He's mad at me now. But you can't give up yet, Mia. I lost my bottle for last time. Well, yeah, it just starts to... Yeah. Information. You need information, Mia. Mia, you need information. Mia, get some information. Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But, oh, I already read this. Dolly, blah, 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 sweetheart. And you get slapped in the face. Moving on. Boom. Any profiles? He was a fourth-year student. Prosecutor looks like a duty. We talked for... Wait a minute. Behind that building. Where is this located? I don't know if this is where it is, so... The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Oh, Phoenix Wright. The last time I played was, what's it? Apollo Justice. And that was like, oh my god, how long was it before I played Apollo Justice? It was like a year ago. So I'm kind of rusty on this whole cracking cases thing. Then later I went back and found him lying there. Go back. I'm just gonna shoot in the dark again. Boom! Oh, of course I got that wrong. I don't want to read, because that means I lose. And look how much health I have. Wait. Alright, now look how much health I have. I got, like, none. Isn't going as smooth as I had hoped. Oh, you and I both, sister. I've been taking cold killer for 2 or 3 days. I lost my bottle over there most time of the incident. Wait. Whoa, wait. If he lost it, then how does he have it? No, that's my last mistake. Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying? Don't ask me. You're the one who's supposed to know. Oops, sorry. This is all kind of new to me. Well, I've got something for you. 2. A new penalty! Objection overruled. And that's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.